The video that you posted 5 years ago gets some views. The video that you posted 3 years ago also gets some views. The video that you posted a year ago gets views, and the video that you posted a week ago get views, and all that add up over time. And literally, it's like you're stacking up the views, and it's like a compound effect. Jenna, share with us your practice type.
Hi, I am a general practice firm, but I focus on immigration and adoption.
Great. And which one would you like to do more of?
I'm going to focus for the funnel purposes on immigration.
Great. Do you know for which specific
family-based?
Family-based.
So I just joined. So if I'm narrowing it down even more, I'll look at doing like the family-based petitions and adjustments.
Great. Are you doing any marketing right now?
I am. I have Martindale Hubble, so I'm doing through them. That contract is coming to a close. I have SEO through them, whatever that means.
Yeah. Martindale Hubble. Anybody has any names of the other companies? Although those things, listings, things like that, paid directory listings, things like that. If you have any of those are, unless if you have very concrete evidence, it's tracked that you know how many leads you're getting and it's profitable. If you don't, then it's probably not. Be conscious of that. Try to get it out. Try to get out of that ASAP. Take that money, dump it into other things that we'll be talking about today. So, Jenna, immigration, and a lot of immigration lawyers. I really see immigration. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't be flooded with clients these days. It's a big market. You guys can take clients from all over the US, from all over the world, and it's wide open for you. So we just have to get you focused on the top clients first and just go all in. So yes, Google Ads does work. That one, if you have money, put into that. We'll be talking about specific companies, things like that. I'll share the vendors list with you guys, and I'll share with you what to look for, what to ask for, things like that in a second. But Google Ads, Jenna, make that a goal by Wednesday. You want to sign some kind of Google Ads thing. Number 2, that's paid ads. It's going to do its thing. At the same time, you yourself should also be doing something, organic content, things like that. So Jenna, have you ever done any content creation, things like that? Okay.
Nope.
That's fine. Are you on one particular social media yourself, the one that you're most comfortable with?
I do have a profile on Facebook, and that like Martindale Hubble had set up as part of trying to push articles out to it. I also had created an Instagram account a while ago, but I really haven't posted anything to it.
Okay. All right, so let's knock these out. Again, I'm going to try to keep the conversation somewhat universal so it could be applied to everybody. Nobody should be doing anything with Facebook. Facebook has no effect, and I'm talking about organic posting in your Facebook page. The only Facebook that makes sense is a Facebook group where you have your community of people that you bring to, nurture, continue building out that community. But besides that, nothing with Facebook. So take that out. Instagram, if you already have Instagram that's already grown, you're consistent with it and you're getting clients, keep at it. But if you're not, don't do it. Looking at the future, where it's heading, Instagram, for the people that are even big or are struggling with it and they're not doing well with it, there's no bright future for Instagram. I'll just be straight up with you guys, unless if you have some kind of outreach VA who systematically goes and engages and sends messages and follow-ups to try to get bookings, things like that. But besides that, typically Instagram will not be effective. It's much better to spend time on 2 sources we'll be talking about today. A lot is TikTok or YouTube. Okay, let me just address this. Not everybody has to do a TikTok or YouTube, and not everybody is made to do TikTok or YouTube. So it's something that has to align with you and what you can do long term. You really have to force yourself to do these things, and just like it's such a grind. It's much better to probably let's do other things, and there's other things that we could get into. But if you are somebody who already does Zoom meetings, you're somewhat comfortable, you're a people person, you like talking, then maybe you just need the extra push to get you to be able to take that move to do TikTok or YouTube. Slowly, I'm going to try to talk everybody to pick one clear one. That's the whole point of this. So TikTok or YouTube. TikTok is great. It gets a lot of eyeballs. It gets a lot of attention. You're able to grow quickly. But the downside is it seems like you got to continue feeding it. And if you stop, your videos usually don't continue to get views over time. So just know it's like you got to feed the machine. You got to consistently feed the machine. On the other hand, YouTube is harder, quote unquote, has a higher barrier of entry. That means it's slower to grow in the beginning, but over time, over 3 to 5, 10 years, it's, I think, more effective because the videos get views over time. You know, the videos are still there. It's still searchable in the YouTube search. It's searchable in Google search. And over time, it basically gets views, and it basically has a compound effect. That means the video that you posted 5 years ago gets some views. The video that you posted 3 years ago also gets some views. The video that you posted a year ago gets views, and the video that you posted a week ago get views, and all that add up over time. And literally, it's imagine it's like you're stacking up the views, and it's like a compound effect. Very slow in the beginning, it's like this, and then if you continue at it, you continue doing well with it. And a good way to get people to push people is I treated the analogy that I gave. It's like a rental property. Each video is a rental property online. Most people try to save money. You try to save $50,000, $100,000 to go get a rental property so that it passively makes you $1,000, $1,500 a month. Well, imagine if each of these videos that you make in 3 to 5 years is going to make you $1,500 a month, up to $5K a month per video. Go build out your rental properties. Again, it's not going to make you rich overnight. You're not going to get $1,500 in your first month. Sometimes you do. It's like Veronica posted, but most of it comes 3-5 years down the line. Like because I was proactive 3-5 years ago, now I'm getting the results of that now. And that's how it's going to be in 3 to 5 years. So the people who understand this and go plant the seeds now are the ones who are going to reap the rewards in the future. So be conscious of this. Again, it's not easy, but it does pay off. I don't know how else to say this. I wouldn't grind it so hard on YouTube myself. I already have our Mollaei Law YouTube channel. We started growing it out 7 years ago. As soon as I started my law firm, I knew the same things that I know now. I probably know a lot more than I knew before, but I still knew these concepts that these things are going to grow. So that grew to 12,000 subscribers. I think 70-80% of our clients comes from YouTube. So I know firsthand that it's effective, it works. And then also, about a year ago, started going hard on Legal Funnel YouTube channel. 1,500 subscribers, slowly building it up. It'll eventually be 5,000, 10,000 subscribers. And in 5 years, I'm going to look back and like, 70% of our clients coming from Legal Funnel is coming from YouTube. So it's one of those, then ideally for you. And the good news, again, for all the immigration lawyers is there's plenty of people that are seeking that information. There's plenty of successful people that are successful on TikTok or on YouTube, just talking about immigration. Based on that, which one can you do?
I would probably lean towards YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, great. Good. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys the steps because I have to go through the motions myself. One is grab this template and then make a copy of it. Number 2 is every journey that you take that's a long-term play, it has to be planned out with a goal. You have to start off with the goal. You have to start with a goal. You have to start with a goal. If you're going to start a journey without a goal, good luck. Good luck. Because it's very much less likely to be done. You need to have a goal. You need to be very clear on what you're going to do up front. And the goal is usually tied to what you can do. That's basically how many videos you can record and post in a month. Okay? If you are going to do YouTube, it has to be minimum 3 videos a week. Ideally, 5 videos a week. YouTube is not one of those things. A lot of these things, either, especially with YouTube, either you do it, you do enough of it, or you shouldn't do it. There's no dabbling. I'll post one video whenever I feel like it. YouTube doesn't like it. It's not going to you're not going to get anywhere with that. So if you are considering, you don't have the resources or time or whatever, either make that commitment. I'm going to post this many videos per week. So make that decision right now, 3 or 5 per week, and multiply that by 4 and put that into your goal right there for that month. So let's just say you're starting with YouTube literally next week. I would just take half of that, put that for October, whatever that is. Be very clear what that is. All this other stuff will pan itself out. You'll see over time once you start posting stuff. I'm not worried too much about these, so maybe just these 2 are the primary things that we're going to be kind of focusing on. But over time, you'll want to keep track of your subscribers, your view duration, your click-through rates. These are basically the key KPIs of YouTube. How many subscribers that I have is basically how fast you're growing. And the 2 main other key KPIs is how long are people watching my videos and what percentage of them clicked to watch my video. The entire success for YouTube comes down to these things. So you want to know what those things are. Is it growing? Is it bad? Am I doing the right thing? You need to be clear with those. But at the very least, right now, it's just a commitment of this many videos I'm posting per month. Number 3 is the second tab, competitors. You want to know what's out there. You want to know your competitors like the back of your hands. And I actually talked this out with my mentor. I'm like, how much does the competition matter? It matters a lot. You want to know what's out there, but you use it as a learning experience. Obviously, you're not trying to copy. You're just trying to learn so you can do a better job yourself. But it doesn't become something that I'm jealous of or get annoyed about. There's plenty leads and clients online. Never an issue. Just want to learn from it. So what you do, literally, you take your target keywords. I just say, again, in the beginning, you probably don't know what those things are, but just come up with what those things are. If it's EB5, EP5, how to apply for EP5. Always the who, when, where, why questions. Put a couple of those in, and you'll see my good friend Ashuri. He's one of my proteges. You'll see him, etc. And you will basically make a list of your competitors. The list of competitors is number 3. Along the same line, when you're looking at competitors, you want to go to their videos and sort it by the most popular. Whenever it comes to creating content, you never want to just wing whatever topics you think people want to see. You first start off with the base of your videos of your channel is you make it, there's 2 strategies on YouTube. One is you make search-based videos, which is basically these are videos that get searched a lot. They get traffic from people that are searching for it. And then the second one is kind of like clickbait or recent video kind of videos that people are not going to search for it, but because it was a recent thing that happened, or it's a hot topic, or it's a really good clickbaity kind of topic, then people want to watch it. So initially, we want to get a good base of these like search-based videos that YouTube has already shown that does well on YouTube. So for example, 5 big mistakes to avoid during your immigration application. 5 tips to help you get your B1 visa approved. You take these, again, something similar, 5 tips, make 7 tips. It's like this, 5 tips, call it 5 secrets. Maybe that secrets could be better than tips. You just basically, what you do, you're 80-20, the top videos. Literally, these videos will be a very good first topics for everybody immigration to create. And you could be conscious, again, depending on your practice task. Maybe this is not relevant for me. Okay, I'll skip that. But this one is. Okay, so this is a good one for me. When it was posted also matters. Well, these 2 videos were posted just a year ago. And already got 165,000 views. Crazy. What this means is you literally, if you have a 1% of those people, and if the people that are watching it, by the way, they're pretty, they have intent. They're trying to seek out this information. So bare minimum is going to be 1% of those people that are going to become clients from this video. So 1% of 165,000 is essentially, essentially has a chance to get 1,600 clients just from this one video that he did a year ago. It's that powerful and it's that valuable, these videos. And he does really well, I can share with you. Analyze your top competitors, look at the top 10 videos to come up with your own list of topics. And this is totally okay. There's smart people they're online do this all the time. Okay, so list the competitors with their URLs. And you go analyze. So the 3rd tab is your competitors' titles, and then your titles. Next is you need to, with recording videos, it has to be broken down into 2 parts. One day is coming up with the title and the bullet points, and another is the shooting day. You cannot mix both. Try to separate it out because it's 2 different ways to think about it. And it's literally the planning day is literally 15 minutes. What does it look like? Find a good example. So what you do right now, let's actually do this right now. Go look at your calendar. It's going to be, let's block out 20 minutes. It's called YouTube Planning Day 2. Great title, 5 titles, and bullet points for those 5 titles. I've been through this myself. I've tried so many, I've tried different methods, and this is like over time it got refined to this very systematic, scheduled, blocked out. Come up with do competitor research, figure out what the titles are, come up with the bullet points. Have this right here. Again, I'll go through the rest of the motions, but Just imagine, I've refined this process to come up with like the most efficient, fastest way to make sure this gets done. So again, just right now, what you need to do, block out 20 minutes, usually early in the week or weekend, based on your competitors' titles. You came up with your 5 titles. You're going to put it into a Google Doc. Bam, 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 I just say. And when you have the title, you got to think of it as bullet points. There's always either 3 or 5 bullet points that you're sharing. If it's 3 steps, 3 steps, 5 reasons, 5 reasons, 3 benefits, 3 benefits. It's always 3 or 5 ideas that you're sharing. So right then and then, it's kind of like you're like, right when you have the title, what are the things I'm gonna be talking about? And it's like literally your headings, it's your bullet points. You're not gonna write out the script, you're just gonna write out what I'm gonna mention. In one shot, literally, each of these shouldn't take you longer than 2 minutes. Don't overthink this too much. And again, don't worry about how perfect it is. Do I have everything, every bullet point that I need to mention? Doesn't matter, just throw it in there. And you're gonna write your bullet points. And maybe just as a good practice, let's go through the motions of this. So go right now into YouTube, put in one of your main keywords, pull out one of your competitors, click on their video, sort it by most popular, look at the first row of videos, come up with your title, write that title down, and try to come up with 3 bullet points for that. Okay? And what do you do in one shot? So in your 20 minutes, you come with your bullet points. Bam, without overthinking it. And what you do, again, if you need inspiration, just literally take that topic, put it into Google, open a couple of tabs of good blog articles, look at their headings, get some ideas, throw it in here. In that 20 minutes, you come up with 5 video topics and your 3 to 5 bullet points for each. Okay, so that is your kind of YouTube planning time. Do that, close it. Close it, you don't think about it until you get to now the second part, the second blocked off time in your calendar. So that is, go ahead right now, schedule that out. Again, ideally, if you can do it back to back, maybe the first 20 minutes is for that and right afterwards is recording. Sure, that's fine. But just knowing this piece to come somewhat separated. Do this first. Once you have your 5, then you have your blocked off time for recording. So that blocked off time is usually an hour, 45 minutes, an hour of you printing out this one page for you to record your videos. How to record the videos, what the script of the videos is. Okay, the beginning of the video, the first part of every video. Don't make the mistake of starting a video saying, hey, this is Sam, this is what I do. Don't start with that. The hook is basically what's the topic, the problem that you're addressing in the video. Like a one line. This video, we're talking about this. I'm going to share with you 5 reasons to start a virtual law firm. If you're thinking about starting a law firm, these are 5 things you must know. Let's do number 4. So stick around to make sure to really to get to number 4. So it's something that entices them to actually want to watch the video. We'll start with talking about yourself. Number 2 is short intro, a one-liner. Hi, this is Sam. I'm a business lawyer for entrepreneurs. I help entrepreneurs start their business without dealing with complicated legal forms. Today's video, we're talking about 5 reasons why you need to start your business. It's your short intro. Your name, who you help, how you help them. Very short, straight to the point. You're not pitching. You're not talking too much about it. Just saying what you do. Number 3 is the problem. What's the reason? Okay, what's the why? Why does this matter for them? You can just shortly explain. If you're in this situation, this video is about those people that are addressing this kind of problem. The problem or the why. Number 4 is going down the list. Number 1, number 2, number 3, etc. And it's okay to have this in your hand and referencing to it and looking down at it, talking it out. But again, the important part is don't try to write down the script. It's much better. 5 reasons to start a virtual law firm. Well, 1 is you have less overhead. Now I could talk about anything about less overhead, whatever that entails. Well, we'll have cheaper staff. You have less salaried employees, and blah 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 blah. And just like it's a reminder of what you're going to be talking about, but you're going to be free flowing based on these topics, and not only going down the list, but also providing examples, stories, references, whatever that is. You can tie it in like a story of your client dealing with this or something that you learned from somebody story or something that relates to that, great. This kind of gives context to what you're sharing. And number 5, rule of thumb with everything you do online is to have a call to action. Tell people what to do next. Well, if you're somebody who's looking for EB5, that's exactly what my law firm does. The last this many years, we help this many people, and we can also help you. So if you're looking to apply for your EB5, all you have to do is click the link below, book a time to speak to us. Let's go through the questions. Joseph, I'm just going back to the comments that we got before. Joseph says, I see you all over the place on Facebook. Is it not effective? It's only effective because I've already been able to automate everything else. So it's off my hands. It doesn't have me as the bottleneck. So, and I systematize it. That means I do one thing that I could be shown in different places and different things. But for most people, you need to get to going all in and make sure you're effective on one before you get to 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. That's the reason why I push for that one for everybody first. And yeah, by all means, then over time, hopefully you have 2, 3, 4, 5. You diversify, you add on, you scale from different places. David shared, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Absolutely. David, anything that needs to get done needs to be planned out before. Planning is key. It's a step that everybody skips, and I think it's very crucial. Richard, these are all good questions. Please bring in the questions about YouTube right now. We're addressing all of it. Richard, I have a YouTube channel with about 70 videos, but haven't made any new videos in 2 years since my video person was terminated. It does work, but we don't get a large number of clients from it. Would you like to start making videos again? I need to find a video maker that isn't affordable. Yes, and the reason why it hasn't been effective is because you stopped posting a video. So you need to keep at it. And maybe the videos need to be updated or better and improved. 70 videos is a good start, but you need to continue at it. So you just have to continue the grind. Video maker, let's talk about that. You want to simplify how you make the videos. The easiest way, literally on your iPhone, all you do is just getting a stand, an iPhone stand. iPhone stand, and actually I'll be sharing with you somewhat similar like to this. I happen to get a really fancy one, the DJI one, which is cool because it sits on your computer and you could take it around. And if you want something fancy, Osmo Mobile 6 is the fanciest you could get when it comes to these things, but literally just an iPhone stand will do. So this is requirement number 1, just get that. And number 2 is I've experimented with so many different microphones. If you don't believe me, look how many different microphones I've tested out. And the best one is I've literally bought 10 different microphones. This is the cheapest, best bang for your buck one. Plugs straight into your iPhone. Really clear, good sound for 25 bucks. Experimented with this. I'm actually returning this. Experimented with this. I actually have this. This is good if you're on the go. It's wireless because this is the best wireless one if you want wireless. This was not good. This was not good. This I returned and got something else. And etc. I have like a couple more pages and stuff. Ideally, having a person that's outside of you does help with holding you accountable to record videos. But if you can block it out, blocked off time. Again, people that have success with it, like Veronica, like I forgot, there's a couple of other people that are been successful with YouTube on thing. It's just about having blocked off time dedicated just for that. That's really what it comes down to. And you might want to experiment with which day, what time works best. You're not distracted, but it does work. You just have to continue at it. Pat shares topic hacking based on actual popularity. Exactly. Based on actual data of what actually gets your results versus, out of the 10 random videos that you may come up with, one of them might be popular. You have a pretty sure way of knowing that this works. Jenna asked, is there a good rule of thumb for video length? Good question. So it's a tricky answer. The ideal length that a video should be to be a good video. That means it depends on the topic. It just has to be long enough to be a good video. And you don't want to necessarily make the video shorter or longer based on what it is, because when you do that, then it makes the video lower quality. And YouTube looks at how many people actually watch the video all the way through. If you're like doing a run on just to make it longer, then it becomes a less effective video. And because of that, you'll get less seen. So just make good videos, however long it needs to be. But just know there are some extra benefits for having longer videos, 10-minute plus videos, YouTube prefers. So if you're like close to getting to 10 minutes, you push it 10 minutes. If not, do your best. And the reason why YouTube likes longer form videos is because YouTube can place more ads in those longer videos. It makes them more money. So they always give favor to the people who make them more money. Anyone says, do you put link to reviews in the notes to the videos? Can you put a link for people to go to the channel right in the video? Good question. This is the YouTube description. I haven't created a template out of this, but maybe I will. I don't have time to make these videos myself, even though it has my thumbnails. Do this once. This is, you create default descriptions, and automatically every video will have these components. I don't have a template out of this. Maybe I'll make a template for you guys from this, but here's kind of what is necessary for your descriptions to be optimized. First is it has to have some content up front. The reason is YouTube wants it because when you search for something, let's say EP5 thingy right here, this gets used, it's searchable. So if you just have a link here, YouTube doesn't like it. So make sure to give it context. You put your basically what the video is about, like 1 or 2 short sentences. You use your main words. Again, these things are searchable because I mentioned California LLC, and YouTube knows that this video is about California LLC franchise tax. So this short description. Then I wouldn't put a line here. I don't know why there's a line here, but I would put the links, your funnel links. And I've seen the top people, they add their main funnel link, sends it to the main funnel. And the second is a second solid call to action is for people who just want to book a call. Give them that option to just go book a call as well. Second link to book a call. Third is there's a way to create a link that allows you to subscribe very quickly. You just have to Google it. Automatic, because I'm already subscribed. But it's like pop-up for new viewers who are not subscribed. It basically does a pop-up so you can subscribe easily. But at the very least, I would say the most important is you link out to your funnel right here. Next is a section that basically this is your one-liner. This is like the language that you use to tell your story, who you help, how you help them, the benefits, the social proof, and the call to action. This is basically the same content that I have on my website. I copy and pasted it into here. It has the problem, starting a business is complicated and confusing. Make it very clear what we offer, what the benefit is, who we help, my story, social proof, call to action. So like core components. Again, problem, the service or the results you bring, who you help, short story, social proof, call to action. Each of these angles like add like little percentage to increasing your chance of people like getting to know you and trusting you to want to go take the next desired call to action. And I also put my email signature here. Make it very clear. Here's our website. Email us, call us. By the way, make sure your email signatures are very obvious. Let's say, call us, email us. Don't just have an icon that's just like, it's like a very small little thingy that's just like, I don't know whether it's the office phone or whatever. Just say the call to action. Just say, email us, call us. Make it very obvious. WhatsApp us. Next section, you don't need this, but this section you may. This is kind of linking out to all your different social medias. The more links that you place out in the world online, the more chances you give for all these social media accounts to grow over time. So since I already, at this point, if I do make videos for three years, imagine if I didn't have this, then I would have missed out on 300 opportunities for people to come and follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn, etc. Over time, because you have it here, you do build up a following just from having it here. Next is that infamous disclaimer. And then call to action, more call to action, go subscribe, and then link out to the funnel. Your call to action, ideally, is the upfront, middle, end. Since it's so important, you want to push people there over and over and over. But that's a refined, optimized thing. And then once you have that, you go to YouTube Studio and you click on settings and you have upload defaults. You have your one time you make this, now all your videos going forward will have this kind of script, and all you have to do is just add your description here and everything else is already built out for you.
Lawyer Nation, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, take a moment right now to subscribe right below and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I post a video, because right now I'm posting 5 videos a week, providing lots of value to lawyers. So click right here to subscribe, and to watch the next most relevant video, click right here. Go do it. Go watch it.